Is this thing on? Oh, it's on. We're rolling. Howdy, y'all. This is Mama Blair with words of wisdom and life lessons. And this time we're going to talk about meal preparation. Now, before this all started and I started doing these videos, I had a young person ask me about meal preparation and grocery shopping. And sweetheart, you know you are near and dear to my heart, so I wanted to make sure this is one of the first few videos that I do. All right? Now, I personally like to eat 7 days a week. So we've got 7 days up here. Now, Friday and Saturday off screen, we'll have to figure out how to make it get in this little box thing and fit. And also is that you need to have protein, you need to have a vegetable, and you can have a carbohydrate. Now, your carbohydrate needs to be one of the smallest of the two. So your protein is to help your body work, and your vegetables are for fiber. Now, y'all, you definitely want fiber because you want them bowels moving. Oh my goodness, Mama Blair said bowels. Y'all, you need your poops working, okay? Get those pipes working the way they need to be working, and your body will be working the way it needs to be working, all right? Now, breakfast and lunch, y'all are kind of on your own. I figure you're adult enough and smart enough. You can figure out how to feed yourself breakfast and lunch. So we're going to start with Sunday, and I already put a roast down on here for our protein. Okay, so you can get like a beef roast, rump roast, pork roast, anything that ends with roast. You're going to have to cook it kind of low and slow. All right, now just go on that, what's it called, that internet thingy, and find out what temperature is for what meats, is for what, okay? And just follow those instructions, all right? So if it says cook it at 200 degrees for 4 hours, you cook it at 200 degrees for 4 hours, and you cover it. You know, best is to cover it, all right? So we're gonna do roast, and we're gonna do green beans, all right? Now, I personally like my green beans fresh. I do not like them out of a can. Now, you can go to most grocery stores and get you some fresh green beans and just cook them up with a little bit of butter, a little bit of onion, and salt and pepper, and that's pretty darn good, all right? Now, for our carbohydrate, we can have a roll or we can have a potato, all right? So, on Monday, we can do meatloaf. We have a meatloaf Monday. All right, meatloaf. Now, most meatloaf is ground up hamburger with a bunch of other stuff inside. Now, there are multiple ways that you can do meatloaf. You can do it with barbecue sauce. You can do it with ketchup. You can do it with bacon. Or you can have like a complete vegetarian meatloaf. Just make sure you got your protein in there, all right? So since meatloaf is kind of heavy, we're going to want to go a little lighter on our vegetables, all right? And so let's think about, how about we do some broccoli with cauliflower, all right? So brock. Now, that's supposed to be an O. Now, let me say something, y'all. Y'all be nice with Mama Blair and her spelling, because she did not go to any spelling bee. She never even made it into the hive. So you be nice about my spelling, because I'm not very good at it, all right? So we got some broccoli and some cauliflower. We'll just make a nice little flower there to represent the cauliflower, all right? Now, what I personally like to do is multiple ways. Get it fresh, again, get it fresh. And then you can put it in a pot with just a little bit of water and let it steam itself. Again, some salt and pepper, a little bit of butter. You know, butter just makes everything better. Real butter makes everything better too. You don't have to use a lot of butter, just use a little bit of butter, all right? Now, most of the time you're going to have your carbohydrate already in your meatloaf, okay? Because it usually requires some sort of stuffing or dried out bread or something of that sort. But you should probably get some lean hamburger meat for that one. All right, Tuesday. What is very common is what's called Taco Tuesday. All right, so we're going to have some tacos. Okay, now you can have beef tacos, you can have fish tacos, you can have shrimp tacos, you can have chicken tacos, all right? So you just decide what kind of tacos you want. So let's say we're going to have chicken because we had beef and we had beef. So we'll have some chicken tacos, all right? So with your vegetable, you can get you some coleslaw. All right, now you can either make your own. Coleslaw is basically made out of cabbage. You got your green cabbage and your red cabbage, okay? And then you just add a little bit of sauce to it, and that's how you get your slaw. So within your tacos, you already have your protein, and your slaw is going to be your vegetable, and then your taco, that's already your carbohydrate, okay? So you've got that pretty much covered there. It's just now a matter of quantity that helps you feel full. Now, that doesn't mean you get to eat 15 tacos, okay? You still need to watch your portion controls, or you're going to have a Mama Blair backside problem, all right? Which I don't. Papa Blair likes Mama Blair's backside. All right, so now we're on to Wednesday. So Wednesday, let's think about having some fish, okay? We'll have some fish. Now you can do tilapia. That's a relatively, I was going to say cheap. It's kind of a cheap fish. Now salmon's a really good fish. Salmon is best, in my opinion, on the grill. If you don't have a grill, it's good in the oven, all right? Fresh is always best, all right? So we're going to have some fish. Now, your carbohydrate for that one could be rice. I just usually some steamed rice, again, with a little butter, a little salt and pepper. Now, on fish, lemon pepper. Lemon pepper is really good on fish, okay? Now, within this, let's say we need to find us a vegetable. We need a vegetable for fish. Let me think. Usually, I usually on that night is everything, since everything's so light, I do a salad. Okay? Now, my idea of salad is romaine lettuce. I love romaine lettuce, and then I just put a little, deciding what extra I want on it, whether I want some onions or some carrots or tomatoes. Oh, tomatoes when they're in season. Oh, they're so good. They're so good. All right, so now we're on, let's see where we're at. Well, now we're on to Thursday, and we got Friday and Saturday, all right? So, let's see, we've got beef, we've got chicken, we've got fish. So Thursday, how about we do chicken again, all right? So we're going to do chicken. Now, you can either do chicken thighs or chicken breast. Those are both really good. Now, thighs are going to be a little heavier on the oils, but you can put them in a pan with a little bit of olive oil and let the natural chicken oil, and you can have yourself some fried chicken without the breading or the frying. It is really good. Now, you can also bake it. Something that I had a girlfriend do that just turned out absolutely delicious. She took some chicken breast and stuck it in the bottom of a pan and then put chicken thighs on top of that, so the chicken thighs would moisturize the chicken breast when it cooked. And then she put her seasoning on and she baked it. Now again, you look up those times and how long you need to bake it and at what temperature. But it turned out really good. Okay, so chicken. Ooh, you know what'd be good with chicken? Would be some peas and some corn. Now those two I do get frozen. Frozen peas and frozen corn seem to last pretty darn good. They do pretty well. Now, let's see carbohydrate on that one. Again, you have your choice of rolls. You have your choice of rice. You can do red potatoes. Ooh, red potatoes. Let's put some red potatoes on that one. Okay, red potatoes. Now, red potatoes, you can boil them and make you some mashed potatoes out of that, or you can cook them in the oven. Now, in the oven, they do good. You gotta kind of decide if you're gonna cover them or not. If you don't cover them, they get a little more crispy. If you do cover them, they get a little more squishy. So you gotta decide which way you like your red potatoes. Now, we've done a lot of cooking. So Friday, I recommend Friday being leftovers. There's a T in leftovers. All right, leftovers. You know why? Because you gotta clean out your refrigerator for the next week, okay? And then Saturday. Saturday comes up. So let's think about something fun. What do we want to eat on Saturday? You know what I like? You know what Papa Blair likes? Papa Blair likes steak. So, Saturday, since it's a treat day, we're going to do the tried and true. We're going to have steak and potatoes. And now that one could be like either baked potato, mashed potato, red potato, something of that sort. Because you already have potatoes here, so you're just going to have potatoes like 2 days later. Now, we already had green beans on Sunday. Now, of course, it's a week later. So we've got our protein with a salad. Salad goes good with steak. All right. Okay, so now we've got our meals put together. Now, if you're a dessert kind of person, you just got to figure that out in here. Now, I recommend portion control. Instead of having a big bowl of ice cream, have a smaller bowl of ice cream. Instead of 5 scoops, go down to 2 scoops. You know, things of that sort. Instead of eating a whole roll of those stuffed cookies, you know, cut yourself back down to 2. I have noticed if you take smaller bites of things, it tends to be more satisfying. Then you just don't tend to want to eat as much of it. Alrighty now. So, what I recommend, so now we got our menu planned for the week. So, what you're going to do is you're going to start getting your groceries together by aisle. Okay? Now, go find you with those little things that go on your phone. What are they called again? An app. Go get you an app on your phone. Most of them will conjugate everything together that is in the aisle it is in. Okay? So when you're write all this down, and you already know your proteins are on the top. You know that most of your vegetables or your starches are next, okay? So then you just start, you know, you need a roast. You know you need some hamburger. I put HB for hamburger, all right? You know you need some chicken. CK is for chicken. Now on this chicken, we're going to do pulled chicken breast. So we're going to do chicken breast, all right? But this chicken, how about we just do it chicken thighs? So then over here, we're going to know we're going to need thighs. THIGHS. Okay? Now we know we're going to need some fish. All right? So let's say we want salmon. Write down salmon. Okay? And then just keep on going. So let's say we need the green beans. You can put green beans, brock, and cauliflower. All right? And then write your list out accordingly. Now, you know your peas and corn are not going to be in the fresh produce because they are in the frozen section. So then you just kind of make yourself a line, and then you do peas and corn. Now, this is if you have to handwrite stuff. Now, the reason why I do not particularly like this, now somebody did tell me about an app, and it did help me, is because I would tend to scratch things out, and then all of a sudden, I done missed something. And then I get home and then I don't have it for the week. So if you find yourself an app, make sure it's one of those that puts it down in a card so that you know that you've got it. All right? So I think that's a good start for you. Oh my goodness. I just done come undone talking so much. So I hope you all doing well. And you take care. Now, let's see, how do I figure out how to turn this off?